Afternoon. My name is Leon Adato. I am a head geek for SolarWinds, and there's two things I want to start off by pointing out. First of all, SolarWinds is the kind of company that lets you have job titles like head geek, and also it's the kind of company where if you're a head geek, you can walk around wearing a lab coat, which is awesome. It's just really a lot of fun. It was a company founded by a couple of geeks who loved their geekness so much that they founded a monitoring company called SolarWinds. It's not solar, it's not wind, it has nothing to do with it. Our first product was called Orion, because of course it would, and the second product was called Cirrus, because duh, why wouldn't you? So what is head geek? Head geek is basically a technical evangelist. What I get to do is really cool. It's not sales at all, it's all technical, but I get to go out to situations like this, and I get to talk about how monitoring is really, really awesome, and it does really cool things for your company, and it does really cool things for your team, and you can use it in a lot of interesting ways, and let me tell you about some of them, and really neat stuff. And oh, by the way, the company I work for, we make some really cool shit, but that's not important. Really what it is that monitoring as a discipline, as an idea, works well. Now, SolarWinds is known primarily as being a monitoring, management, and automation solution provider. But it's all the way across the stack, everything from network to server to application to network device configuration management to virtualization to storage to cloud, as he mentioned, to security. However, the thing that I want to point out here today is that it is modular, not monolithic. It's not just you don't buy a box of SolarWinds and off you go. We have 32 separate products. They play well together. Obviously, we like it when you get a couple. My kid's orthodontist actually really likes it when you get a few of them. But also, they play well with others. Because as somebody who's been doing monitoring and automation and management for about a dozen years, been in IT for almost 30, I believe in heterogeneous environments, not homogeneous, because it's not going to work that way. It doesn't really work that way. So the tools work well together with other things and obviously with their own stuff, but you don't have to buy them all. The second thing is that they're flexible. Any individual tool can do a lot of things that may overlap with some of the other tools. So you don't have to buy this one because we kept that feature out of that one. So that also makes it really useful. And finally, they're customizable. Both inside the tool, you can make it do things. You can bend it to your will. But also, we have an API, a software developer kit. And we even provide you with code examples for PowerShell, Perl, Java, VB.NET. We provide lots of code examples depending on what environment you're used to using. It's not a framework. It's not a platform. It is a solution that is still, at the end of the day, monitoring, management, and automation. However, what I think is important for us here today is that it also lets you offload sort of a metric buttload of garbage that you may not want to have to do. For example, you need to distribute code to a bunch of systems. Well, our tools will do that. It'll push code out, whether that's once or it'll push it out every 5 minutes. It'll read the results and collect it, store it long term, graph it, summarize it. It will alert you when the trends and the thresholds of the data you're collecting go above or below a certain amount. It will tell you when the error codes and the exit codes aren't what you expect them to be. So again, is that monitoring? Well, I'd say yeah, but it's also extremely useful in both the dev and the ops side of DevOps. So you can use it in a lot of different ways. So it's not a miracle tool. It's not going to make your next cup of coffee. It's not going to polish the dog. It is still, at the end of the day, a monitoring, management, and automation tool. However, it is a set of solutions created by geeks, for geeks, of geeks. We recognize that you all are our most valuable asset. It's why we've created and supported thwack.com, which is an environment of about 150,000 active members, users who are sharing problems and solutions. We have a content exchange where people post up their scripts and code and things that work and things that sort of work, or starters, or could you help me finish it? Okay, that's the kind of community that we're trying to build. It's a company that recognizes that you are so important because you are going to tell us what our stuff is going to have to do, and you're the ones who are going to tell us when we're doing it right. So thank you very much for giving me a few minutes to talk to you. Myself, again, Leon Adato, and also I'm here with Connie Dowdle. She's our product manager, one of our product managers. We're back straight that way. We'd love to hear your stories. We've declared, by the way, our table to be a sales-free zone. We are not going to try to sell you anything. Don't worry about it. But we'd love to hear your stories. We'd love to hear your solutions. We'd love to get to know you. Thank you very much.